Neither. Okay. How about the here? Pumpkin color. What color is it?
Orange.
Yeah, that's called the Japanese dye. Good.
This là mẹ. Còn this là mẹ. Apple. Và cái phèn có, chứ mà cái phèn có. Phèn có thì con cái đó bỏ. Cái đó bỏ. Cái đó bỏ. Vòng xích mấy gì ạ? Apple. Chúng mình kêu tụi mấy gì ạ? Yellow. Chúng mình biết rồi nè.
I want to take the hot thick apple down. Joseph, please. Thank you. Brian, I want to take Jung thick apple down. Joseph Robinson, I want to take a Hong thick apple down. What kind of things is it? Can you think of anything? Hi. Lip. Yes, that's really pretty archive.
Ow.
Ow. Say that again.
Ow.
Yes. Which one?
Keto.
Very good. Blanco, color blanco, color verde.
Lotería. Verde. Rojo. Café. Anaranjado. Azul.
Hi. Michael? 어리원 무릎받기 어린거? Hi.緑のリンゴです。Let's count, see how many apples are here, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How many altogether? 13. It's how many? 14. Six. No, that's right. 4. 1. 表を向いて。
1、1。
そう、よくできました。
嗰啲字我知道你好多你都唔識㗎，但係我解俾你聽先。第八課咧，我哋就講眼、耳、口、鼻。邊度係眼啊？耳咧？口咧？鼻咧？我哋眼攞嚟做咩啊？眼可以睇嘢。
Where is the eye, Jackie?
これは
よくできました。ちょっと待ってください。Mary, where is the neck?
これは首です。
はい。Kenny, can you point to the arm?
これは腕です。
はい。Can you point to the nose?
これは鼻です。Una boca. And una lengua. La lengua. La tongue. Let's sing the head. Okay, the head song. Ready? Tengo una cabeza.
Buenos días, clase. Buenos días.
Good morning.
Very nice. Buenas tardes. ¿Qué me puedes decir? Buenas tardes. What does that mean?
Good night.
Good afternoon. Buenas noches. Buenas noches, Mary. Good night. Oh, that's very good. All right, let's sing Buenos Dias first. Buenos días, ¿cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y usted?
Muy bien. ¿Cómo estás, Michelle? ¿Cómo estás, Brandy? ¿Cómo estás, David?
皆さん、こんにちは。座ってください。今日は10クリスマスを一緒に読みましょう。はい。クリスマス。はい。
もうすぐクリスマスです。あすやさんとえみこさんはクリスマスツリーを飾りました。
The posadas are the processions that's taken place during Christmas time, okay? It began back in the 16th century with the Spanish missionary like Diego de Soria. He wanted to tell the Aztecs what the posadas were, but he couldn't do it because the Aztecs used to celebrate the religious ceremonies really gay, you know, like they had parties and big celebrations. And now how could he explain to the Aztecs about this God, this child that was born, who was God? he couldn't just tell them. Because when he was telling them, just like you're sitting here, if I'm just going to be reading to you, you're going to get bored, right? So he had to tell them in a way that they understood and that they took place in the ceremony.
Xin chị bao mải thôi ạ. Bao mải thôi lắm. Bao mải thôi lắm.
Hai Hong walking about December 22. What's that in Chinese? Sharon? Right. Right, good. And what do we eat? What's this? What do we eat on Moon Festival? What do we call these balls and this soup? You remember, Andy? Do you remember? Tong Yun. Vamos por los campos. 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 Redondos. Redondos. Grindonos. Grindonos. Así. Así. Okay, let's do those two lines. En la Navidad. ¡Qué felicidad! Vamos por los campos, redondos así. Okay, you gotta let that así drag on, okay? Navidad, Navidad, la 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 la. Todo el mundo canta, canta, la 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 la. Palo tengan, la 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 la. La la la, que Dios lo tenga. La 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 la. Kono yoru, hoshi wa hikari. Adiosito, ya me voy, hasta mañana, ya me voy.
Muy bien, las pitacates, muy bien. Ahora quiero que las niñas hagan una fila así. Las niñas, por favor.
Right after their intermediate lesson the other day, they were returning to their classrooms, and here they are, arm in arm, singing down the hall. You know, the only thing I really recognized was that the tune was, to Brother John, but the Spanish, it was the language.
Yes, we have quite a number of children from different parts of the world coming here as newcomers, learning how to adapt themselves into this new environment and situation. First of all, find out if there is a language other than English spoken in the home. What we're really interested in is how many kids come from a home and they hear another language other than English.
It's good for children to learn a language, but also I know of a native-born
native-born of Hong Kong child who came here 2 years ago. And now seeing him in Chinese 3, picking up from where he left off when he was in Hong Kong, makes the program worthwhile. To see that we're allowing the children that come in from another country to excel and not be at a loss because they don't speak English.
Well, in the kindergarten classes, we have the 3 resource teachers working very closely with the kindergarten teachers. And the 3 languages are incorporated into their regular program.
One of the parents approached one of our team leaders, Lillian Angeles, and she said, you know, my son never spoke Spanish at home. He didn't want to have anything to do with it, but now because of the program, the bilingual program, he's very interested and he wants to learn the language.
As far as I know, I get some of the reactions from the parents. They said, you know, my kids really pick up a lot of the Chinese, and they're learning their cultures so that they won't forget what they are.
Well, I was on the phone yesterday talking to a Japanese parent, happened to be a father, and he wanted me to especially realize that he did want us to use the latest instructional techniques, and I assured him that we do have learning centers. I don't know if he understood what I meant by that, but flashcards, games, and all the other things, they make learning very interesting.
The teacher is able to understand the difficulties in learning to speak English and to see the difficulties and the different sounds, the tones required to speak Chinese as opposed to English. And I think this is an insight that many of us maybe haven't stopped to really analyze how it affects the speaking of English of a child.
They're very cooperative. In fact, they come in and talk to me, and, you know, why can we do this and that together with my regular class and your language class? You use your own language, we use the English.
Being in a multilingual school, children, staff, and teachers, and resource teachers, and I think whole school is gaining so much of experience of trying to understand the language and I guess a personal feeling of their own culture. I think it's coming out little by little.
As we watch the children, you see the pride and, well, among the children of their own language, and they are not at all ashamed of speaking their own language.
One little Chinese girl came running up to me and said, "Are you Chinese?" And I said, "Yes." She said, and then she smiled and says, "Joseon, hao zhong, hao zhong," which she learned in a Chinese 1 class. So good morning, Principal Peng. So all these little things are coming, and then people would ask me, you know, how's the program going? And I would say, well, you are talking about the kids and the way you, well, I said, you better come and watch them, because this is the main thing.
The program started in September. You've come a long way in these 3 months.
Now we have to work on the hard data to back us up that this is a good thing that we have going here.